Hi, so I am recording the rest of the lecture on measure and classify angles. And the last time we stopped at types of angles. So now I'm going to start at protractor postulate. Okay, so the protractor postulate just says that if you have a line OB and a point A on one side of line OB, that the ray OA can be matched to one with the real numbers from 0 to 180 degrees. Okay, so I have a protractor here. And how you use a protractor is you find where there's usually a hole or maybe like a plus sign here. This one has a hole in it. So I'm going to match that to the vertex of my angle. So I match it here, and I make sure the line matches the line on OB. And if I look here and look at ray OA, it is actually here at about 45, 6, 7, okay, 47 degrees. Okay. So then we can take that, since we know that, we can do that for here, our examples 4, 5, 6, and 7. You can use a protractor to measure the angle to the nearest degree. Okay? Write two names for the angle. Now, if you look at here, we match the hole or the plus to the vertex, match the line to the bottom. This doesn't reach all the way, so what we can do is take your straight edge, okay, turn it around, and make this line or ray longer. Okay, so I did that. Now if I try it again, I can see here, match the vertex to the plus or the hole, and this is about maybe 34 degrees. Okay, I can look up here, yes, 34 degrees here, so I can write it there. Now I need to write at least two names for the angle. So I can say angle ABC, angle CBA, or just angle B. Okay, those are three different ways. It only asks for two, but three different ways you can label or name the angle, this angle. So then you can try to find how big this is again by using your protractor. Okay, so I'll do the second one here. And it's not long enough again, so I take my straight edge and make it longer. Okay. Usually protractors are pretty big, so when you can do this, when your protractor might be too big, you can always do this to your angle. Okay. So now this is about 65 degrees. Okay. And then you label the rest. And here, take this, make the line longer, okay. Measure, and I didn't go quite all the way, but I can see that this is a 90-degree angle. Okay, it goes to here, 90. So when it's a 90-degree angle, we can put a little box here. That means it's 90 degrees, and that's called a right angle. Okay, right angle. Okay, and again, you can label it. Okay. Number 7, do the same thing. Okay, extend. and measure. And that is 110, 15, 16, 17, maybe 118 degrees. Okay. And now just label the angles, okay, on your own. So next, we're going to the angle addition postulate. Angle addition postulate. So, if P is the interior of RST, then the measure, M means measure, M means measure, then the measure of angle RST would equal the measure of angle RSP plus the measure of angle PST. Okay? So, I'll write it on here, draw a picture. So if I drew an angle, okay, R, S, T, okay, and P is in the interior of RST. This is the interior of the angle, and this side is the exterior of the angle. Okay, outside, inside. So this is P, and I can draw a ray from S, the vertex S, through P. Okay. Now, this angle addition postulate says the measure of angle RST equals the measure of angle RSP plus the measure of angle PST. Measure of angle PST. Okay? And you could see these two angles. Okay? If you added them together, you would get angle RST. Okay, so that's a little note on that you can put on your notebook. Now, let's try it. So given the measure of angle ABC, that equals 94 degrees. 94 degrees. Find the measure of angle CBD. Okay, CBD. So I can write my sentence. The measure of angle ABC equals the measure of angle ABD plus the measure of angle DBC. Okay, DBC. Okay. Now I can just substitute, much like when we substituted for the segment addition postulate. Okay. We just substitute to be able to find X first, and then so we can find the measure of angle ABC. So, measure of angle ABC is 94 degrees. It says it right here. 94 degrees equals the measure of angle ABD. That's here. ABD. That's 3x plus 15 degrees, and then plus measure of angle DBC, which is x plus 7 degrees. Okay, so now we just first need to solve for x. So 94 degrees equals 3x. I'm going to combine like terms. So I'm going to combine 3x and x. 3x plus x is 4x. Okay. And then I'm going to combine the 15 and the 7. Okay, it's just adding. Plus 15 and 7 is 22. Okay, and they're degrees. Okay, and next, you want to get the x by itself. So subtract 22 from both sides. Okay, so you have 272 equals 4x. Okay, then you divide by 4, and x equals 18 degrees. Okay, that's just x. So we need to find the measure of angle ABC. So what we need to do is substitute. Okay, so I'm going to go back to here. Measure of angle ABD. Let me find that first. So measure of angle ABD equals 3x plus 15 degrees. I know what x is now. X is 18. So I plug it in. 3 times 18 plus 15. Okay? 3 times 18 plus 15. So, I'm just going to use my calculator. 18 times 3 equals 54 plus 15. Okay? Plus 15 equals 69 degrees. Okay, so I can write that in there. 69 degrees. Now I need to find DBC. Okay, again plug it in. Measure of angle DBC equals x plus 7 degrees. Okay, or we know what x is. X is 18. So 18 plus 7, 18 plus 7 is 25 degrees. Okay, 25 degrees. Okay, so you can do the same thing here. QRT and TRS, try that on your own. Okay, try that on your own. Here. In numbers 10, in the diagram, BD bisects or cuts in half, okay, cuts in half, angle ABC. Okay, now find the measure of angle ABC. We had talked about an angle bisector. Okay, angle bisector. An angle bisector is a ray that divides or cuts an angle into two congruent angles. Okay, so just like a segment bisector cuts it into two equal segments, an angle bisector does the same thing. Okay, so here in the diagram or picture, the ray BD bisects or cuts angle ABC. That means ABD is congruent to angle DBC. You do the little, they call it hatch marks, hatch, or little like semicircles, okay? And you find the measure of angle ABC. So, I know that the measure of angle ABD equals the measure of angle DBC. Okay, because this bisects it, they are equal or congruent. Okay, so now I just substitute. 5x, okay, I measure ABD is 5x plus 10 degrees equals the measure of DBC, which is 7x minus 8 degrees. Okay? So now I just solve for x again. So let's see. I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. Okay? 10 equals 7 minus 5x is 2x minus 8. Okay. Now, add 8 to both sides. And 18 equals 2x. And divide by 2. X equals 9. Okay, I'm not done. I need to plug this back in to here because it says find a measure of ABC. Okay, so I'm going to do one side. Measure of angle ABD equals 5x plus 10. Okay, now I plug it in. I know my x. 5 times 9 plus 10. Okay? 5 times 9 is 45 plus 10, which equals 55. Okay? So I can put 55 degrees. Now, because I know that these are congruent or equal, I can just say that yes, this is 55 degrees. Yes. But we can always test it to make sure our math is right. Okay, so I'm just going to plug it in to DBC. Okay, x into DBC, just to make sure my math is correct. So the measure of angle DBC equals 7x minus 8. Okay, so I'm going to plug it in. 7 times 9 minus 8, okay, 9 times 7 is 63 minus 8, okay, and that definitely is 55, okay, so we are good. So go ahead and try 9 and 11 on your own. Okay. Thank you for listening, and I hope that helps you with your homework for 1.4. Measuring and classifying angles. Okay? Thank you.